곽쌤TV의 구독과 좋아요 꼭 눌러주세요.
안녕하세요. 캐나다 곽쌤TV 곽재현입니다. 많은 분들이 이제 고등학교 진학 관련에 대해서 궁금해하시는 분들이 많을 거예요. 그래서 제 친구 중에 한 명이 또 이제 7, 8학년을 가리키고 계신 선생님이셔서 우리 아이들 고등학교 이제 진학할 때 어떤 방법으로 준비를 해야 되는지, 그리고 언제쯤 준비를 하면 좋은지 대해서 제가 인터뷰를 할 건데요. 일단은 이제 외국분이시니까 제가 영어로 인터뷰를 하고, 그리고 아래 자막에 이제 제가 한국말로 트랜슬레이트 해드릴게요. 그래서 여러분들 많은 도움 되셨으면 좋겠습니다. Hi. Alright, so thank you so much for coming today. So this is my friend Sue, but she's also teacher at Toronto District School Board, teaching grade 8 classes, right? And she's also French immersion teacher, so that could be also another helpful factor. Today, I just wanted to go over some information about how you could prepare for the high school, because a lot of parents, my subscribers, are curious to know about when would be a good time to start thinking about different options in high schools and things. So what would you say would be a kind of good time to think about like a high school?
I would say even starting in grade 6.
Oh yeah? That early, yeah.
Yes, parents and students can start thinking about any special high school programs that they would want to apply to, because grade 7 is when they start intermediate.
That's right.
And when you're in intermediate, there are different expectations in terms of routine, and the subject material changes in intermediate. You start getting percentage marks.
That's right.
In intermediate. So I would say even by the end of grade 6, if you feel like your child has an aptitude to certain skills in arts or sciences, math, for them to start thinking about any programs that they may be interested in applying for in grade 9, only if it's like a specialized program.
That's right. So some options of the specialized program would be like arts program, if they're so gifted in like dance, drama, music, or arts, visual arts, right? So those are considered as arts program. And if your kid is super talented in science, would there be specialized program for that too?
Yeah, so there's specialized STEM programs in high school. As well, it depends on each school. They have different offerings, but you can research in your board what programs they offer. Some schools are just focused on sciences and maths. And I know some schools focus on robotics, so it just depends on what's available in your geographic area.
Okay, perfect. So you mentioned science program, right? The STEM. That's something that I never heard of before.
Okay.
So I guess it's important that you check on the board website for high school and see what kind of a specialized program that they're offering, right? Okay. And one of the other options was arts, science, and
there's also like IB, International Baccalaureate program.
Yeah.
Lots of parents are interested in that program.
Yeah.
So usually they look for high achieving students who are also demonstrate strong leadership skills. So they've been involved in co-curricular activities or outside of the school. So that is another popular option that a lot of students try to go for IB.
That's right. And I actually made a separate video about IB and AP programs, so you can check out the link above for the more information about IB and AP program. So it's a little different than gifted program, right? It's more for the students who have a high average, who can actually challenge themselves. And also, if you're enrolled in IB program, my understanding is the university will give you a credit for that. Right? Okay. So you're saying that we should start looking and thinking about in grade 6 and see where you want to go. And so when do they actually start like applying to the high school for those specialized programs?
Usually it starts around January of the grade year.
January grade year, okay.
So I would say contact your guidance department at your school
Yeah.
or your local grade 8 teacher.
Yeah.
And the high schools send information to the schools, to the elementary schools, to
Yeah.
give them deadlines and important dates that they should keep track of.
Yes. And is there, because from my board, I remember that they actually do write the test for the IB program or AP program. And for that, I think application is a little bit earlier than January. I might be wrong, but I think it's important to just keep check on the website for that.
Yeah.
And so is there any preparation that students can do to prep for those specialized programs?
I don't know specifically if there are practice exams out there, but I know the questions are geared towards grade 8 curriculum.
Okay.
So as long as your child is high achieving in math, sciences, then they should be okay for the exam. There's also an interview portion in the past. I don't know if that's been eliminated due to COVID.
That's right.
But they would have to go sit down with the high school teachers and talk about themselves and answer questions. And there also is a French portion as well to that interview. So they have to practice their French skills. Speaking.
Is that for the
IB program.
Oh, so I know that you teach in a French immersion. So does that also apply to the regular program?
Yes, it does.
Ah, so they should be able to interview in French.
Just a few simple
Yeah.
questions.
Okay. Oh, very interesting. Okay. So it's important to also see if your child is interested or have some interest in French as well, right? Okay. All right. So do you see yourself like in your own classroom? Is there a lot of kids going into specialized programs in your class?
Every year there is a certain percentage of students who show interest in certain programs. I would say if your child is motivated to just go try.
Yeah.
Doesn't hurt to try and see what they offer to them.
That's right.
By the end of the year.
That's right. Okay. Is there anything else that you would give parents advice to?
I would say, honestly, learning skills are super important. Independence, time management skills, organization skills. It's extremely crucial in the intermediate years. So if you are helping your child finish their homework, getting them to hand in their homework on time, keeping track, I would say you need to release a bit of responsibility, especially in intermediate, and have them keep track of their own homework, own deadlines, because they're going to be going to high school where no one is chasing them to finish their work. So you need to give your child independence and make sure that they are accountable for themselves, because they're going to be getting a lot of homework in intermediate. High school, the workload is going to get bigger, but still the amount of time they have remains constant. So they're going to have to they have to learn how to manage their time appropriately and prioritize their assignments to see what they need to get done first.
That's right. Those are so important.
Yes.
Even like my kid is in grade 3 and I'm still chasing him after the homework. And I'm like, when would you be responsible for this? And it's something that I really want him to learn too. But especially if your child is going to intermediate, that's very important skill that I would say that you should have early on, so that you can, when they go to high school, there's no surprises and they can be on their own, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's really, really important. Yeah, thank you so much for your advice today. I really appreciate your time.
Thank you for having me.
So if you have any other questions about, some preparation that needed to be done to go to high school and things, you can leave me comments and I will be happy to answer them. All right. Thank you. All right. Bye. Oh, if you like this video, don't forget to press like and subscribe. All right. Thank you. Bye.